Wake up, knight. You must take up your arms again. This is all very confusing. I know. Focus. Breathe. It will all become clear soon. You were fighting in the last great battle for Britannia. When King Arthur's adversaries marched against the once and future king, you have committed dreadful acts to fulfill your destiny. Do you remember the earth trembling? Can you recall the gathering of terrible armies? You saw Camelot burning and watched the power of magic tearing apart the world at its seams. You led knights and monsters into a deadly storm of fury and blood. You destroyed the ladies of the sun and the lords of the winter. You have killed King Arthur, and with his dying breath, he struck you down. You both died, and yet you both live. You have unleashed something that cannot be stopped. The tide of madness and pain will swallow us all. I have brought you back to end this nightmare, Sir Mordred. I want you to go on a knightly quest. I want you to finish what you have begun. Kill King Arthur, or whatever he has become, after I took his dying vessel to Avalon. Sir Mordred, living and breathing again. But is he truly alive? I wish I could talk to him, but I can't just yet. Serves him right anyway. I've set this dread knight on a dark path, and for now, I can only watch where it takes him. I've brought back King Arthur's nemesis, and wonder if I made the right choice. Mordred did the impossible, after all. Almost killed the king, who cannot be killed. And that's how the nightmare began.
Wait! Who the hell are you?
I'm here to teach you some manners, lad. Damn, that felt good. But where am I?
I thought that dying can change a man, but I might be wrong.
Hey, who's there? I can hear you. Let me out.
Well, well, well. Sir Kay, King Arthur's seneschal, in a dungeon rotting away, a hero's reward. An honest and capable man, but a bit dull, like an untended blade.
Sir Mordred, the Scourge of Britannia is back. Avalon is not a place for your treacherous kind. Are you real? Or just a ghost? Tell me, Mordred, do you remember killing me? Help me escape, traitor. Then we may talk.
I've already told you. Avalon, the island of the fallen knights. And this is Castle Camelot. Yes, not the one that you remember, though. Some of us are still waging a war. I fought and have been betrayed. You are familiar with betrayal, aren't you?
And what is yours? Your bloodlust? Your savagery?
Yes, I thought so. You think you're strong enough to fight the taint on this island?
I keep my promises. I will help you, Mordred. The powers that rule this land decided to trust you with our fate. I don't know how to feel about that. But soon, you must make your very first decisions. Great. That's my arm over there. Finally. I feel more useful now.
You think a sword makes you less useless?
We must get out of here. Go to the door and let me handle this. Rascals! I told you that you will pay for this.
What the hell is he doing out of his cell?
Surprise!
Sir Kay, you are really persistent, but I can't let you walk free.
You don't have much choice in the matter now, Warden. Careful. It's quite a crowd.
You know very well that diplomacy was never my strong suit. What master do these soldiers serve anyway?
That would be Sir Tywelin.
Lead me to him. I want to explain him that this is my castle now.
So, you are back as well, traitor. You probably don't remember me. I am just a walking corpse, cheated out of his death, and I will make everyone suffer for this injustice.
He was Sir Tywelin, a once noble warrior with 2 sons, both knights.
I fell in battle, like we all did, but instead of gaining new life in legendary Avalon, I've returned as a lost one. Let me rephrase it, traitor. Camelot is a sacred place, reserved for the once and future king. That is the law. But I spit on the laws of the Lady of the Lake. I'm not afraid of her. Lost ones can't perish. This is our curse and blessing. My sons are both full of life and hatred for each other. Whatever is awaiting for me here, I must face it alone. Balin and Balan are seeking their own fates now, just as I do, destined to survive anything. He is not. The unholy storm wrecked the ship that brought the dying king to Avalon. And the raging tempest, something was waiting for the ship. And then the darkness took the king, and all of us in its embrace. Arthur is beyond the Bridge of Sorrows, dwelling on the accursed land of midnight. Whatever you do, you need more than a blade to break my curse.
The battle is over, and you must make a choice, Mordred. This is merely the first in a chain of similar decisions that will eventually determine what kind of leader you will be. Tell me, what will happen to Camelot?
The nearby Kingstone is plundered by a marauder knight. Kingstone? What a regal name for a mudhole. Anyway, the village belongs to the throne, and I must teach these brigands a harsh lesson about boundaries. Also, I will need plenty of masons, woodcutters, and laborers to restore Camelot to its former glory.
I think we are too late. I don't see any survivors. Well, if it isn't good Sir Balin.
Come on then, fellows. Let's play. By the old gods, Sir Mordred. The rumors are true then. You have returned. I'm only following my knightly oath by protecting the innocent. The nearby village is plagued by these brigands, and I must stop them. So you are truly taking King Arthur's place in Camelot, recruiting knights. You should find my brother. He would be a great fit to your dark court. That selfish, wild zealot is busy defending our heirloom at the Bridge of Sorrow. It should have been mine, but he ignored our father's will. Curse upon Balin. Anyway, my late father believed in Arthur's creed that a knight is defined by the deeds, not by the land. Finally, you committed a murder that you should not regret. He became a disgrace to everything he fought for in his life. Death was salvation for him. You are not the only one looking for him. Something terrible happens to Avalon, and people need guidance. The ship that brought him to Avalon reached shore beyond the Bridge of Sorrows. I would start looking for him there, in the Whispering Cove. That's what my father told me and my brother, anyway. Our goals are the same. I'll accompany you.
Gather all you can. The dead won't need anything, will they?
These brigands are not even worthy to stand trial. We shall kill them all.
Still a good old Balan, protector of the weak.
Spare me the cynicism. You are here for the same reason as I am. To save these people.
Yes, I need them to work the fields, see?
You are a disgrace to everything the Round Table stood for.
Maybe this land needs my round table to survive.
Ah, Sir Mordred. You really don't have to thank me. I'm Lady Dindrain, the Lord's chosen, seeker of the Holy Grail. Aren't you helpful? I wish I had thought of that earlier. Do I know them? Yes, you can say so. Percival is my brother, a bright light in the encroaching darkness, fighting his battles where I can't reach him. Galahad is, well, trust me when I say that he is truly lost. No, I'm alone in my holy quest. It is my trial by fire. No, I'm looking for redemption in this hellhole, Dread Knight. No, sir. I'm hunting down their leader, the Marauder Knight hiding in a ruined tower. The good Lord sent you then. I'm always glad to have some walking shields around me. Let's go.
Look at you, Mordred. In the old days, you raised the towers of mad wizards and crushed the champions of the Sidhe. And now you are trying to save some dirt-poor villagers. How profoundly annoying it shall be for you.
This is where the Lord of the Vermin is hiding. Let's cleanse this hovel once and for all.
It seems I was wrong about you, Mordred. I shall give you an advice then. Camelot is in danger. Not from these marauders, but the creatures of darkness beyond the Bridge of Sorrow. My brother Balin is standing guard in the bridge fort, holding back the tides of midnight. There has been bad blood between us. He is cruel and arrogant, a savage in battle. But even Balin will fall if you don't help him out. I have fulfilled my oath. If you decide to march to the bridge now, I will meet you there.
The Bridge of Sorrow spans the chasm that separates these woods from the shore where I'm hoping to find the trail of Arthur. The castle that is guarding the passage is about to fall in the battle against the creatures of darkness that threaten Camelot. I must protect the fortress before it's too late. There is also some brotherly rivalry going on between the heirs, so this is shaping up to be an interesting undertaking again.
So you have decided to come to the bridge. Right on time, I'd say. I don't like this eerie silence. Hey, is anyone here?
What on earth could this be? You again. Clear away from my land.
Balan, brother, you can't banish me from my own land. This castle is my heritage.
This castle belongs to a lord who can defend it for a change.
You call this defense? You are hiding in a tower, watching it all crumble away.
Enough, or I swear I'll gut you both.
By the devil, it is Sir Mordred in the flesh. What has brought you back from the bottom of the pit, Dread Knight? That's the Sir Mordred I knew. You don't even care what horrors lie beyond. To the land of midnight, where the restless dead crawl in the dark. My father has become a filthy, rotting abomination. Who cares why he left? It fell to me to defend our land, and that's all that matters. You did God's work then. Good. After all, you will need his blessings beyond the bridge. Good luck with that. The ship that brought him here was destroyed not far from here, in the Whispering Cove. It is an unholy place. You must pass this bridge to reach that region, and it is swarming with the dead. I've been trying to clear them out. Let's make a deal. You help me cleanse the bridge, and I will let you pass. Open the gate.
Senseless savagery. Who could have done this?
And I thought I had seen hellish things.
Welcome to my world. It seems quiet now, but they can come at you from anywhere. Believe me, I fought and bled for each room. Let's clean out the places where they gather. That damned shrine is luring back the dead. Destroy it. Now that the castle has been cleansed, I will rule over the bridge.
I am the rightful heir. This was our father's will. I'm glad to serve a righteous king.
I'm the one holding back the tide of darkness, not my brother. I have paid for this land with my blood. To hell with you. Show me anyone who could have fared better. You could use my services, and you know that well.
As a knight, I will accept your decision, whatever it shall be.
I'd suggest that you consider your next step wisely.
You are a righteous king, and I am your humble servant.
I think one day you will regret this, Mordred.
A remote forest village, built upon ancient ruins, has gone silent. And not even the soldiers we sent out have returned. I shouldn't be surprised. There are also rumors of a terrible ancestral curse. The walls birthing eyes, and everybody succumbing to the undead plague. This case surely needs our attention.
Knights of the Round Table, the Lord Almighty heard my prayers. In the flesh, master of arcane arts, keeper of secrets. A terrible curse was unleashed. The ignorant peasants built pigsties upon sacred ground, where heroes were laid to rest. Indeed, I arrived with soldiers, but now I'm the last to stand against the darkness. This village should be cleansed in the name of the Lord with fire and steel.
Good to see you again, Father. It's been a long time since we fought side by side.
Oh, son. This is not the reunion we were both hoping for.
What's going on here?
The less you know, the better. All I ask is that you don't judge my actions too quickly.
Before I speak, I demand your protection, knights. That bloody madman in your ranks. Sir Ector. I refused to kill innocent people for some ritual. The others didn't, and everything turned into shit.
Die, traitor. What are you staring at? You must be wondering why he called me a traitor. You are not ready for the truth. But trust me, everything I do it for Camelot.
You haven't gone soft in Avalon, Sir Ector. That's for certain.
The undead herd is getting thinner. I would have failed without your help. I came to this bloody place to rally some help to our cause, to perform a ritual, but I have failed. No, not yet.
Back so soon. The one who yanked me from the cold grave. The fool who raised the dead to recruit an army for Camelot. Sir Ector. I was laid to rest as a revered champion. Now I'm just a puppet, brought back by an unholy ritual. I still long for battle, but I refuse to fight for anyone but myself. Choose your champion for one last nightly bout. Finally, now I can rest again.
We're done with the chaff. We must head to the sacred grounds at once. The curse is slowly coming undone, and the soil is spewing out lost ones. They are awake. I am afraid not. Reanimated husks of knights, great warriors. The plague is over, and the curse has been dispelled. Yet, I still owe you an explanation. I came to this place to resurrect great champions of old, to bind them to my bidding with an incantation. Avalon is besieged from all sides. It must survive, whatever it costs. My honor or your lives, it doesn't matter. The earth demands blood to release the dead. I ordered my men to kill some villagers, but the incantation went wrong. The ritual has worked before, but this Avalon is not the place I used to know. I've not been the same man since I died. I regret nothing.
Crowblack Woods always had a fearsome reputation. But after the storm, the forest turned even more dangerous. The rumors of something stirring in the dark reached the ears of Sir Ivan, a daring hedge knight. Since he entered the woods, opaque mist has been covering the trees. We don't know what is lurking behind the eerie fog, but whatever happened there, it needs to be dealt with.
Wait, what's happening? I sense a dark whirlwind moving beyond an invisible veil. It's old. I've never felt anything like that. Oh, you poor souls.
Wait, before you step any closer, tell me, are you real? Because if you are real, then you should be worried. You were trapped here, just like me. It's impossible to escape these woods. First it felt exhilarating. Now I'm getting all sore and hurt. I am Sir Yvain, and I do what I always do. I'm trying to find adventure and maybe a lady to fall in love with. You might be right. This is my worst adventure, in more ways than one. I wanted to find the presence that is haunting this old forest. Instead, I had to face my worst nightmare. My old nemesis, the wicked Sir Godfrey. Well, he can't be the real Godfrey, that's for certain. This knight has otherworldly abilities, and he's getting stronger every time I fight him. I wasn't talking about a duel. I prefer to strike from the shadows. I'm a great marksman, and I still can't win. Strange. I don't remember this old man from all my previous attempts.
Careful, you'll scare away these ancient stones, and don't want that, do we? What if I tell you that I am both? Let me tell you this. When the gods of the old faith sailed this ocean, they often found refuge here in Avalon. Their thundering steps soaked this soil with power. This forest used to be the sacred grove of the goddess of dreams. She is long gone, but her faint echo is still here. The storm woke up the echo, but it needed a dreamer to become stronger. And there came a reckless night, and his nightmare turned into reality that trapped him here. He can't kill his worst nightmare. You are the one who needs to wake him up. What are you waiting for? You have a nightmare to kill, and I urgently need to talk these stones. Wait, silly me, I forgot to warn you. That path leads to the battle you seek. You should only go that way if you have already defeated the nightmares of the woods. Otherwise, you'll surely perish.
Wait. This battlefield looks familiar. Something happened to me here. It must have been exciting, but what was it? Now I remember. My apologies. That's Sir Godfrey, my nemesis. I've tried to defeat him countless times, with no success.
You again, knight. Your stubbornness is really charming.
What an adventure! Thank you for helping me out. Usually, it's all about me, I'm afraid. Definitely. I've learned that sometimes it's wiser to drag along others with you.
Sir Kay uncovered the roots of a potential rebellion in Camelot. First, I gave him permission to investigate this matter further, hoping that it would make him stop complaining about not having enough to do. But finally, I decided to join him as well. I'd rather deal with betrayers in person.
Watch out! They're close.
Ah, Sir Mordred. I'm honored to meet you in person.
Fool's talk. These men are here for gold, not for honor or the cause.
Yes, we fight for gold, even against the Dread Knight, if we get paid. It sounds good. More is more. Pay us gold and we just stand aside.
You paid us and we fought for you. And now we leave.
Yes, we did. He knew of this rebellion, but I see he is loyal to the Round Table, as always.
Yes, this rebellion is treachery. I don't agree with it.
Help me! I'm wounded! It hurts! I refused to join them. I fought them and they locked me here. They broke my leg! Oh, gods! It works! Thank you. Do you want me to join you? It's a mace. Sorry. Thank you.
We should talk about this letter. I signed this letter, but I was wrong. I changed my mind. Sir Mordred, you are the right person to save Avalon. Thank you. Your judgment is right, and I'll prove it.
That's him. Sir Kay, the one who betrayed us. who returned here with the Knights of the Broken Table.
He is. I suspect he is feeling betrayed.
My name is known, and it will be. My father was the knight who... He slayed a dragon with a single sword. He killed a couple of giants alone. He fought the unseelie witches. I was raised to respect the ways of the knights, to be worthy to the Round Table, not like you. Yes, and I challenge you to a knightly duel. 1 against 1. Knight against knight. Prove to me you were a better one.
Wait. This rebellion was my idea, not his. I'm the one who's responsible here. It was hard to forget what Mordred did, and I thought Camelot deserves a better ruler. I did, and this knight would do the same. I know him. This man is a strong knight, brave and proud. We all saw him fight, right? He is eager for honor and reputation. It's just an advice. Show some forgiveness, and he shall be useful at the Round Table. We know that he is worthy.
A pilgrim has collapsed at our doorstep, barely alive, bracing an infected wound, bearing alarming news. The infamous robber Baron Dumlock attacked and pillaged a convent with his brigands. Driven from their homes, the monks are pleading for help. A courageous friar shall act as our guide at the edge of the monastery.
Finally, some friendly faces. Our prayers to the Lord Almighty were not in vain. I'm still alive. This wound is nothing, just a punishment for my sins. You are too kind. I feel much better. Just a day ago, Sir Dumlock showed up at our humble monastery. Despite his infamy, we welcomed him like good Christians, offering him shelter and bread. We didn't have much choice. He arrived with a band of brigands. They put everyone to the sword who resisted. They couldn't agree on sharing the plunder. Now the knight sits in our monastery while the brigands are destroying the countryside, fighting each other. I know the land like the back of my hand. I will mark some locations on your map to pray and rest.
Welcome to my humble abode, knights. Some wine, perhaps? Straight to the point, eh? I heard you fighting from a mile away. Don't you want to sit and discuss the matter like noble knights? Being an honorable man got me deprived of my inheritance. Now I take anything, whenever I need it. A fair offer, but I must refuse. I'm not kneeling or fighting for anyone but myself.
Our scouts discovered forgotten ruins in the wilderness where the magic of the old gods still feels strong. They also stumbled upon a fabled sanctum, rumored to be visited by the Lady of the Lake for centuries to perform arcane rituals. These ruins seem to be harboring grave dangers and secrets. It's a fitting place for some daring knights to pay a visit.
Behold my seat of power, where magic and blood ran free under the moonlight to please the old gods. Here it lies, now haunted, forgotten, slowly swallowed by a fetid swamp. I wish you could heed my warning and leave the place undisturbed.
Knights of the Rundown Table. You reek of steel and death. Yet the lady's presence lingers around you like it was foretold by the northern wind. I'm the guardian of these sacred grounds, bound to serve the Lady of the Lake. Are you ready to fulfill your purpose? Why do you keep squabbling? To my eyes, your mortal flesh is withering and dying as we speak. A most demons roam the land. Banish the undead, and you shall be well rewarded. Your actions and allegiances speak otherwise. I will mark you the place. After the Battle of Camlan, the guardians of this place were beckoned to this distant shore by the Lady of the Lake. They left in a hurry, all silent, all looking grim, leaving the sacred grounds to me. When the guardian knights of the old faith returned here, they brought a terrible curse upon this land. An evil presence, like a black cloud, arrived in their wake, raising the dead, consuming everything. My sanctum was desecrated, rendering me powerless. So that is the tale. How I was betrayed. Here we are. My essence resides in that statue. I have to cleanse it to regain my powers. Stand guard until the ritual is complete. As soon as I reveal my presence, the lost ones will come shrieking. I should be well within your human lifetime. I hope you will know when the time comes. The sanctum has been cleansed, but the sacred grounds are still not free of the undead taint. Oh, yes. Keep banishing the remaining lost ones until you find none. Now I have to rest to fully regain everything I lost. Your reward is waiting as we agreed.
Sir Ector is worried about the fate of a good friend, Abbot Eliales. The deeply religious sorcerer and holy man gathered his devout followers to retake the ruins of an ancient Christian cathedral from the lost. No one heard about the abbot ever since. This needs our attention. We must find out what happened.
Avalon has always been a place where different traditions existed side by side, but Christians who practice ancient magic. It's something new and strange even for me.
Before we wade deeper into this godless quagmire of bones, just a word, knights. Abbot Eliales is a good friend of mine. He's well versed in sorcery. It still serves the Lord Almighty, just like me. He couldn't bear the thought of the lost treading upon the ruins of a Christian cathedral. I interrogated a servant who fled and left Eliales behind. After entering the ruins, they got swarmed by the lost. The abbot was last seen raising magical barriers, locking himself inside the ruins. I confronted the servant as a good Christian, so he confessed. Then I dealt justice in the name of the Lord. Ask me no more. We have to find out ourselves. Those protective barriers are impenetrable until the lost are banished, so the abbot could still be alive. I see no other way, my friends.
Oh, stranger. Prove that you are not of the undead. Stop mocking me, you devil. You are not getting this just.
I prayed and begged to the Lord Almighty, but he has forsaken me. I fought so hard, even after my flock left me to die. But it wasn't enough, so I locked myself inside to complete a sorceress ritual, but only turned this place into my own tomb. When I was too weak to stand, the undead broke in and tore me apart. I died in horrible agony, only to live again. Everything is fading away. I can't even remember my name now. Yes, there is still hope then. Join me in eternity so we could rebuild this temple. You will see everything differently when you join me in this unlife.
I was truly lost for words when I saw him. Such a horrible fate for a devout Christian and a good friend. But it was the will of the Lord. We all should pray for his soul, my friends. Regardless the matters of faith, thanks for your help, knights.
The ship that brought the dying Arthur to Avalon sailed to the Whispering Cove. But a terrible storm arose, and that was the last time anyone heard of the once and future king. We need to locate the ship first, then the king. Sir Balin tells me that the area is infested with the living dead.
Here they are, finally. Arthur's ship is not far from here, at the end of the path. This used to be the ship that carried the dying King Arthur to Avalon, before something terrible happened.
Doomed knights, leave. Leave now.
By the old gods, a banshee. Look at the endless sea of the other world, where the gods and the dead sail.
Isn't this splendid? The Knights of the Round Table still hacking away at monsters like it mattered at all. Surprised? Yes, I am dead, just like you all are, only you have failed to embrace it yet. Don't we all? The love of my life is no more. She became an enchantress of the Lady, and she paid dearly for her service. A storm came, and it was born out of pain and festering rage. It was an otherworldly tempest. Like fate itself wanted to prevent the ship reaching Avalon. Yes, I escorted the dying king here so the lady could nurture him back to life. There is not a moment when I will not curse fate for what transpired here. I died without fulfilling my oath. The king left me here to rot. Here we all get what we deserve. In his own personal hell, crippled by pain and madness. When the enchantresses of the Lady took him away, something must have happened, because the next time I saw him, he was not himself. The king has turned into darkness incarnated. He is the Knight of Midnight now. I will not. First, you have to set me free from the curse that chains my talking corpse here. We must light the magical balefire on the shore that gives me back my will. Trust me, I tried countless times and I was killed again and again.
Help me, strangers. Cut the chain that ties me to the shore, and I will give you a gift that was buried in the sea. You can't. I am bound here by the blood I spilled. Only someone else's blood, offered voluntarily, can set me free. Finally, I am free. Thank you, and accept my gift.
So this is how I shall see her again. My sweet Isolde. After my Isolde became the lady's servant, she told me that she renounced our love, and still she spent some long nights here, watching the balefire that guided my ship back to Avalon. This is the magical balefire. Every time I get this close, the Banshee stops me from lighting the fire. Finally, she is drained and weak. I will light the fire now.
Tristan, my love, you have broken the curse, and you know the price. Now that I am free, I am not allowed to stay. Farewell.
I swear I will find you again, Isolde. I swear. Thank you. For this, I'll owe you forever. Nights don't lie. I only omitted parts of the truth. I told you that you must light the balefire to break the curse. It was true, but it was never my curse. Exactly. And now that Isolde is free, I can finally leave this place as well. Before he killed me, the creature of darkness he had become, he told me something. He is bound by magic to the sacred lake of the Lady. Not far from here. It used to be Heart of Avalon. Now it is the Heart of Midnight.